Hi, everybody. It's Janine again. It is so late. It's probably about 11:30 or 12. I'm trying to talk softly because, well, even though my husband's all the way in the back of the house, I just don't want to lure any of the dogs if they go out through the doggy door in the back. And this is actually my time trying to film this because my kitty, who does let herself out of the doggy door, was whining at the door, and then she knocked over an entire cocktail of gin and grapefruit juice, and it's sticky all over. It's just a nightmare. But I really wanted to share my heart here because um, I am so sick with heartache. I am so heartbroken at what is happening in America. Our country has been taken over by a tyrannical dictator, and this was a planned coup on our federal government and its three branches. And they have, he has allowed AI oligarchs into our government. He's allowed them to infiltrate every small government of every state. They have given so much money to our governors. And excuse me, I'm having to wipe my face off because that kitty, when I picked her up, she got fur all over me. But yeah, I think all of you know who have been through this. You know your representatives have been bought off. Your uh, the mainstream media has been bought off. All of the government agencies have been bought off, and it really, I feel the imprisonment. Yes, right now, I still have my businesses, and we have our needs met, but it's inevitable. They've broken every law. They have lifted every restriction, every regulations that would have kept us safe. They are putting these dangerous hyperscale data centers and plopping them into the middle of residential areas. I'm in Franklin County, Missouri, and they are putting two hyperscale data centers so close to one another and in the vicinity of three elementary schools. They refuse to do an environmental impact study because they know that it won't pass. Because well, I don't know why it wouldn't pass because they would just buy off the people doing the environmental impact study. But I don't know. But it seems that it seems like they're winning. And I'm wondering where our military is because I've always considered our military to be the greatest in the world. I've always considered our military leaders to be magnanimous and to be the heroes for the American citizens. And clearly, that is not the case anymore because they're not coming to our rescue. They don't see this is happening in America. So many of us do, but they do not. And the reason I feel this way is because, well, my entire family has served in the military. I have a cousin who was a chopper pilot, and I have another cousin, a Navy commandant, and um, my husband served in the Army and in the Air Force. He gave this country 8 years of his life, and he got out for various reasons. But and then I had the privilege of going overseas in 2000. I was gone for a month. I entertained the military. I started in Bahrain and made my way to Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE. Um, just traveled all over, entertaining the military on flatbed trucks. It was so hot during the day, average temperature about 120, 125. So it was so hot during the day that a lot of times you'd sleep during the day and then get up at night. And often our shows would be at 11 o'clock at night when it was the coolest. And you'd have sand in your dance shoes. And it was just, you learned that sweat was your friend. You were going to be okay, just wet and sloppy. And that's just the way it was. But what I learned was how those people lived, the way they lived, and what they did to protect the United States of America. I always thought that we were the greatest nation in the world. I still think that we're the greatest nation in the world because of the people who still are patriots, even though we're being imprisoned. You know, Paul, one of Jesus's disciples, he was imprisoned and he was still a great man, known for eternity. Uh, so just because we're in prison does not mean that we're not great, but we're being taken over. When in history has over 70% of America opposed something, and the government says, basically, fuck you. I'm sorry to use that language, but that's basically what they're saying to us. They don't care. They're going to do it anyway. And why? Because their plan is imprisoning us with surveillance. Surveillance, digital ID. Once they have depleted all of our natural resources in the areas where they just make these hyper data scale cities, then they'll herd us into 15-minute cities. I don't understand why, because we're the people that we work, we pay taxes, we support the government. I don't know, but see that if you think about it, Satan was an angel in heaven who thought he could be God, who thought that he could be as good as God. Wouldn't you be happy just to be a top angel in heaven? Wouldn't you be delighted to be in heaven with the Lord? I would. I'd be grateful for that. But he wanted more. Doesn't that seem like Donald Trump? It seems so like him. And so because Satan wanted more, he was cast out. Well, he's got reign of the earth right now until the Lord Jesus returns. And I can see this in Donald Trump. I see it in many of our leaders. The governor of Missouri, his name is Mike Kehoe. And I've never seen a more demonically infused man. He was a Mason. He claims to, I think, be a Catholic, and which means in my heart that he's claiming to be a Christian. But his behavior is anything but. He has steamrolled Missouri citizens. He steamrolled us regardless of what we say, no matter how much we fight. And they're laughing every step of the way because for some reason, America has not, we have not utilized what is our birthright here in America. This, the, the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. We've not formed a militia to fight against this tyrannical government. And our military, who takes an oath to defend America against all enemies, foreign or domestic, they are not defending us. So I'm assuming they're not too. And the thing is because I spent a month with these people, I had them up on a very high pedestal. Oh goodness, I felt so safe in their presence. But not anymore. Do you feel that way? I'm just checking in because that's the way I feel. It's the 250th birthday of America, and there's very little celebration. But I do want to leave you with this because There are some of you out there that are my people that align with me. And I want to say that if tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, and if you had to start again with just your children and your wife, thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause that flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died and gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. I just wanted to let you know that I would stand up for you, stand beside you, because I love you if you are one of my fellow patriots. And I'm sorry that we're dying this slow death. I think it's because we abandoned